Picture this. Friday night, everyone's out. The bars are packed, the clubs are loud, and you're home, alone, by choice. Society tells you something's wrong with you, that you're missing out, that you're wasting your life. But what if they're the ones who are lost? What if staying home isn't weakness? What if it's the ultimate form of self-preservation in a world designed to drain you? You've been lied to. The extrovert ideal is a myth, a cultural script written by people who profit from your restlessness. They need you anxious. They need you seeking. They need you out there spending money trying to fill a void that was never real. But you saw through it. Maybe not consciously at first, but your brain did. Your nervous system did. It hit the emergency brake. Let me tell you about Marcus. College grad, good job, friends, invitations every weekend. And every weekend, he stayed home. People worried. They called it depression. They called it social anxiety. They pathologized his preference. But Marcus wasn't broken. He was protecting something. His energy, his clarity, his sense of self, things that evaporated every time he walked into a crowded room pretending to enjoy shallow conversations. Staying home became his rebellion, not against people, against the performance, the exhausting theater of modern social life. Here's the first insight: the overstimulation economy. The world is louder than it's ever been. Notifications, demands, expectations. It never stops. Your brain wasn't designed for this. Evolution built you for small tribes, quiet moments, deep connections, not endless noise and strangers. When you stay home, you're not hiding, you're filtering. You're protecting your cognitive bandwidth from being hijacked by nonsense. Every time someone asks, "Why don't you go out more?" they're really asking, "Why aren't you conforming to my discomfort with stillness?" Because that's what it is. Your comfort at home makes them uncomfortable. It reflects back their own restlessness, their inability to be alone. The second insight: solitude is not loneliness. Society conflates the two, but they are opposites. Loneliness is a craving. Solitude is a feast. You can be surrounded by people and feel hollow. You can be alone and feel whole. The difference is whether you chose it. When you stay home by choice, you're exercising sovereignty. You're saying, "My peace matters more than your approval." That terrifies people. They need your validation. They need you there to witness their performance. When you opt out, it disrupts their entire framework. Take Sarah, marketing exec. Every event, every happy hour, every networking mixer, she was there, smiling, exhausted, performing. Until one day, she just stopped, declined the invitations, stayed in, read books, cooked dinner, sat in silence, and something shifted. The anxiety she thought was part of life started fading. The racing thoughts slowed. She realized she'd been medicating with motion. All that activity was avoidance of herself, of her thoughts, of the uncomfortable questions she didn't want to face. Staying home forced her to face them, and in that confrontation, she found something she'd been running from for years: herself. The third insight: high sensitivity is high intelligence. Your brain picks up more data, more emotional cues, more environmental noise.
What others call overthinking is pattern recognition. What they call too sensitive is accurate perception. You're not broken, you're calibrated. The world is overwhelming because you're processing it at a higher resolution. Going out isn't refreshing, it's information overload. So you retreat, not out of fear, out of necessity. Your nervous system needs time to process, to integrate, to reset. The people who don't understand this have lower resolution processors. They coast on autopilot. They don't register half of what you do. That's why they can handle crowds, surface talk, empty rituals. They're not processing it deeply, You are, and it costs you. Staying home is energy management. It's strategic withdrawal. It's the most intelligent response to a world designed for people who feel less. The fourth insight: home is your laboratory. While everyone's out chasing experiences, you're building a life, a real one with depth. You're learning skills, reading books, creating things, thinking original thoughts. These require silence, space, time alone with your mind. Every genius in history spent massive amounts of time alone. Newton, Tesla, Einstein, Curie. They didn't go out more, they went inward. The world's most valuable ideas weren't born in clubs. They were born in quiet rooms, in solitude, in the space you protect by staying home. Meanwhile, the people shaming you for staying in, they're consuming, repeating, echoing, living second-hand lives curated by algorithms. You're authoring, they're scrolling. You're building internal wealth. They're leaking energy into validation holes that never fill up. Let me tell you about David, programmer, turned down promotions because they required more face time. Stayed home, coded, built. 5 years later, he sold his app for 7 figures. The same people who called him antisocial were suddenly asking him for career advice. He didn't change, the frame changed. Success recontextualized his behavior. Suddenly, antisocial became focused. Funny how that works. The fifth insight: you're not missing out, you're opting out. There's a difference. FOMO assumes the party has value. It doesn't. Most social events are just mutual anxiety management, people gathering to confirm they're not weird for needing gathering. It's a loop. You broke the loop. You realized you don't need external validation to feel okay. That realization is terrifying to people still stuck inside. They need you back in, not for your benefit, for theirs. Your absence is a mirror. It shows them their dependence. When you're fine alone, you expose that they're not, and that makes them want to pathologize you, to frame your strength as weakness. But you see it now. The real loneliness isn't in your living room. It's in the crowded bar where everyone's on their phone, surrounded and empty. You chose differently. You chose presence over performance, depth over distraction, and that choice is reshaping your brain in powerful ways. Neuroscience backs this up. Solitude increases gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making and self-control. Social overstimulation does the opposite. It keeps you in reactive mode, fight or flight, cortisol spiking, judgment clouded. Your brain needs downtime to consolidate memories, to process emotions, to form coherent thoughts. You can't do that in a crowd.
When you stay home, you're giving your mind the space it needs to integrate your experiences, to actually learn from your life. The people constantly out, they're skimming the surface. They experience more, but understand less. Volume without depth. You're doing the opposite. Fewer experiences, deeper integration. You're building wisdom, they're building photo albums. Here's where it gets emotional. Maybe you felt guilty, like you're letting people down, like you should force yourself out. Stop. That guilt is implanted. It's not yours. It's the voice of a culture that profits from your discomfort with stillness. They need you restless. They need you seeking, because restless people spend money. Content people don't. Every ad, every influencer, every 10 things to do this weekend article is designed to make you feel like home isn't enough. But it is. It always has been. You just forgot because they convinced you otherwise. Staying home is an act of resistance. It's saying, I define my own worth. It's rejecting the scoreboard they handed you. It's choosing internal metrics over external noise. And when you do that, something incredible happens. You start attracting different people, deeper people, people who value what you value. The ones who can't handle your preference for home, they filter themselves out, and that's perfect.
You're not for everyone. You're for the people who understand that real connection doesn't require constant proximity, that friendship isn't measured in appearances. The strongest relationships are the ones that don't demand your presence to validate their existence. They exist in the space between. So here's the transformation. You stop apologizing. You stop explaining. You stop performing anxiety about staying in. You simply state your preference, and the people who matter will respect it. The ones who don't will reveal themselves. Let them. You're not broken. You're not antisocial. You're not missing out. You're awake. And awake people protect their energy. The world will keep trying to pull you back into the noise. Let it try. You know something they don't. That the deepest life is often the quietest one. That presence beats performance. That home is not a cage, it's a kingdom. And you're not hiding in it. You're ruling from it, building from it, living from it, on your own terms. So the next time someone asks why you're staying in, smile. You don't owe them an explanation. You're exactly where you need to be.